We will not prevail this night, but if you make haste, we may yet save our order.
What must I do?
Go to the tower. Take the sword and the book. Hide them. They must not fall into the assassin's hands.
Grandmaster, I know.
I'm Spencer.
And I'm Justin.
And this is The Itch.
Where we're going to review a game, Assassin's Creed Unity, for you, the fans, the viewers. So please, come along. I'll take you on this journey. Okay, so first things first, get a couple things out of the way. This is Assassin's Creed Unity, released on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I'm reviewing the PlayStation 4 copy. As far as my experience goes, I've had more than 40 hours with the game. Yeah, the game's, and I haven't been out for a week. Oh, he has no life. Yeah, kind of. Percent complete. I'm actually almost done with the story. I am more or less halfway through with the side quests. I really couldn't give you a percentage. Probably like 70% if we're being technical about it. I've played every single Assassin's Creed minus Liberation. So I do have experience with the franchise. I know what's going on with it. I know story-wise. Oh, what? What? You know, I know. that's how I get when I get new information. What? So anyway, the story goes, you're playing as an assassin during the French Revolution. His name's Honor, forgot his last name, and pretty much Arnaud, sorry. And pretty much what he does is his father's an assassin, and he meets this girl named Elise, whose father is the Grand Master of the Templar Order. And his father dies, Arnaud's father dies, and Elise's father takes care of you. Well, when Elise's father dies, what? It becomes a matter of, like, because they care about each other, it becomes a matter of, like, oh, hey, Arnaud is part of the Assassin's Order, and Elise is part of the Templar Order. They care about each other, and they have similar goals, but it's like complete opposite religions just bashing together, being like, oh, how are they gonna do it? How are they gonna make it work? You know, whatever. So pretty much almost done with that. So far, it's actually been pretty satisfying story-wise. I'm actually enjoying it. Gameplay. Woo! There's a lot of shit about gameplay. I will say they've come together. They've added these new animations to the game and made it to where Arnaud looks a little bit more fluid when he runs through stuff. They switched a little bit of the control scheme around. It's actually very hard to control when you're trying to do something specifically. Try to go through a window. You will be there jumping left and right. It doesn't sound like a big issue, but it becomes a serious problem when you're trying to sneak and time is of the essence. I got to hurry up and get through this window, run past these guys so they don't see me. Fuck that. You just got exposed because you couldn't even get through a window. Way to go, Arnaud. It really doesn't help later on. Like, it's really hard, like, to get a grasp on it. I kind of understand some of the mechanics. It does falter though. I've fallen to my death plenty of times. There's a big problem with the game. One of the problems, it's a tiny little tidbit with me. All right, so have you played Assassin's Creed yet?
I played one. I played for about 15 minutes, and then I fell asleep, and I've never gone back to the series.
There you have it, folks. That's our review. See you next time. Anyway, here's the thing. There's points where you have to quote-unquote synchronize, right? You climb to the tallest building in that general area, and you synchronize, and it does the little panning camera. It's like, whoa, right? And there is always, it's like a law of Assassin's Creed. There's always a haystack right beneath you. Okay, now there's two ways to get off of a building. Okay, you can hit circle, right? Hold R1, hit circle, and that like drops you from the building, or allows you to flip and fall into the haystack. Or you can flip in the haystack by pressing the jump button, R2. Both times, R2 and the jump button, and you'll jump into the haystack. I have fallen to my death probably like 4 times before because the game just didn't register me as actually pressing it. Because if you press circle, sometimes you synchronize again. The option is still there. You can't skip it. It's about 25 to 30 seconds.
Oh my god.
And the only thing you're going to be doing is, what the fuck? Damn it, I didn't do that. You're just going to be cursing the game out. Just take the option to synchronize off after you've done it the first time. Regardless, that's just one of my personal qualms. The cover controls, while are a welcome addition, they're incredibly sticky. Sticking to walls is just like you're fucking Spider-Man on this bitch. You're not getting off. It sucks. They need to have a better mechanic to where the cover system works better, because there are times where I can't even move left and right and I'm on the cover. and I'm like covered behind something that is clearly flat, can't move left or right. What the fuck? Other than that, it is true to its franchise in the fact that it's more of a callback to Assassin's Creed 2. You're landlocked, so there are no boat sequences or anything like that, which I actually like. I did not like Black Flag forcing the boat missions on me, all that stuff. The combat's definitely improved. They make it to where you can't take on like 8 guys without using a gadget or some tool or running away and twiddling down their numbers, which is more of how they tried to market the game initially. But everyone just got in fights of 30 people and just counted everybody to death, whatever. The multiplayer, I wish I could tell you about it. I haven't played it. Servers have been down. Or actually, I did get to play for like 5 seconds. And I played with another random assassin. It was kind of fun. It's like, oh, hey, you're that guy. You know, it was nice. And they have interesting side quests. They're more open-ended. They're not just like, go here and do this. They're like, hey, I need you to steal this key to take it to a different area and kill. And it's not like the same thing. It's like they're trying to diversify their bonds. Of course, the game is not without its glitches. I've fallen through the floor plenty of times. There have been times during story missions where I wasn't able to assassinate somebody. Like, I literally land right next to them, and I'm like, okay, assassinate, and I'm still undetected. Nothing. Can't do it. But regarding assassinations, they allow you to plan it. It's kind of like Hitman, so you can like plan around it and be like, all right, I'm gonna come through here, set up the distraction here, and come through the back and like kill the guy or whatever the case is. It's kind of cool. That's neat because it shows a level of creativity with not only you but Arno. And then obviously the parry mechanic is new because it makes it way harder for people who are used to the other Assassin's Creeds to get away with the same bullshit. It's a very beautiful game. I will say that, visually speaking, it looks amazing. I'm actually really happy when the cutscenes come on. I'm like, yes, okay, what's happening? You know, it's great. It feels like you're actually in France. Unfortunately, the game does run at a lower frame rate. It drops pretty hard sometimes. You're looking at 27, 25, 23 frames, or 25 being the lowest frames, if I remember correctly, 24 or something like that. But I can deal with it. Some people apparently can't. Those who will not be named, but not him. No, he can deal with it too.
I can deal with it.
I can deal. So yeah, so there's that. But it's amazing and it's fun to just like go around and to see like the destroyed like streets of like these different districts in France, and you just what? Musically, it's obviously orchestrated. A lot of it's cool because it picks up like when you get into a fight, it's like and like really gets like battle oriented, not like trumpets and shit, but like
you were trying to do a violin.
Yeah, more violin shit.
Not a trumpet.
Whatever. Not drums, not trumpets. Well, maybe drums, but it's really cool. It really picks up. Really feels like that's the era that the music that you're hearing comes from. Sound-wise, it's got great voice acting. I actually don't mind that everyone speaks with a British accent. I don't give a fuck. You have your generic noises, sword clashings, muskets going off, people yelling is what you hear, like tons of, because it's during the French Revolution. People aren't happy, and the game makes sure you know. You just hear people going like the whole time. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, it's definitely still fun. Turn-ons. It's a good story. I mean, I believe it is. It's not complicated. Some people say it's complicated. Play the other ones. It's like the same thing. Oh, Kingdom Hearts 2 is complicated. Not if you play Kingdom Hearts 1.
I think what's always thrown me off about the story of this series, I would say, is that it's always set in this. There's that dual world going on.
Yeah. It's to really fluff the story. It really complements them, and it's actually worked pretty well. It's just now, currently, there's more on the story of the era, not the story of like the future time or the present time. You don't get too much of that story. Like in Black Flag, it was there, yeah, sure, but you're in first person. Assassin's Creed 1, all the versions of 2 and in 3, it was an actual legitimate story. Like you're like, oh, what the fuck happened? But yeah, good story, great voice acting. Game is amazing when it wants to work for you, and it's visually appealing. Turn-offs, big turn-offs. It's glitchy. It's like freaking glitch step up in here. Faulty controls. I have been frustrated plenty of times. where I'm just like, really, dude? Like the controls will lock up on me. I'll be playing and I'm just like, you know, oh, I gotta take out these 3 guys, and then the controls lock up and I can't counter and you die. Occasional tedious mission. Now, a majority of the missions in Assassin's Creed are different. There are some that are the same, and you know, it's just go here, kill these amount of Templars. Those are the ones where I'm like, you can be imaginative. Like, come on, dude. Yeah, I got you. Fast travels are more spread out, so you're going to be running through, which can be a turn on if you like doing that, but I don't if I'm just trying to get to one area. And sometimes the frame rate does affect the game. If you're trying to counter and things like it does affect your timing of the counter, because the counter, or the parrying rather, requires you to, you know, be precise. So would we recommend it? Well, if you are a fan of the series and you're like, hey man, live and die by the creed, yes, go for it. Right, get it.
Is there a group that says that?
Totally, dude. Like,
live and die by the creed.
By the creed. Anyone who enjoyed Assassin's Creed 2, because it's landlocked, there are no naval battles or anything like that. No adventures from there. Yeah, I still need that. If you're into complex stories or sandbox adventure games, like if you're like, hey man, I love Grand Theft Auto, what else you got? Watch Dogs? No, not that one. You know, that's definitely something that I would recommend to you. Otherwise, I would wait for a price drop and wait for the patches, because there's plenty of patches that they need to fix up with the game, because there's so many like errors. Like, I've fallen through the floor plenty of times. I've been stuck in midair. My friend's been stuck in midair. I haven't been able to assassinate someone. The controls have locked out on me. All in all, it's still a good game.
Well, I believe they're offering it with the Xbox One deal this Black Friday, right? For $330 on a lot of places.
Well, I mean, if you want to go for it, fine. But I mean, I'm not going to stop you there. But I will just say, hey, be mindful. You heard it here first. That you might want to like wait a second on getting it. I would say wait until like, yeah, maybe December, maybe Black Friday time frame before you get it. But other than that, that's pretty much it on this.
Well, I'm Spencer.
I'm Justin.
Thanks for watching.